Hello everybody, my name is Regina Mary and welcome to My Voice. Today on My Voice, I am not your ordinary black girl. Annelline Mathaba from South Africa. She's a model, runway model, music video vixen, radio presenter, international travel graduate, actress. Oh my god, the list goes on. Ladies and gentlemen, Annelline Mathaba on My Voice. How are you?
Oh, okay, yourself.
I'm fine.
I'm alright.
Thank you for coming to My Voice.
It's only a pleasure.
Please have a seat.
Thank you.
Wow, you look gorgeous and very beautiful.
Thank you.
Annelline Mathaba, firstly, thank you so much for joining us on My Voice today.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you. So, just an amazing question to start with for The Voice and for all the viewers out there. Annelline Mathaba, young, beautiful woman with albinism. Why did you decide to join us and share your voice on My Voice?
Because this show is the first of its kind. It's rewriting history. And I'm glad to be here because I am the very first guest of this show. So it's a privilege and an honor because I'm sitting here. A lot of other people will be sitting here. And I'll be like, hey, I sat there first. And I opened the doors for everyone else with albinism to sit here.
All right, it's time to open those doors. I'm glad you said that. So basically this show is about opening the doors, voicing out, fighting and saying, hey, I'm beautiful and I know it. So Annelline Mathaba, having albinism, I mean, this is a conversation that when we talk about right now, in Africa, people with albinism are being killed, there's discrimination, there's hate, basically there is no freedom. How did you become an actress, a model, international travel graduate, a music video vixen? Like, your list goes on. How does a person that's living in a world full of so many challenges, discrimination, make it to where you are?
It starts with the foundation of where you come from. It starts with the family that you were born into. You were born into a home, and the home that you come from is supposed to groom you for the outside world. So no matter what people tell you on the outside, where you come from, your foundation, your parents, your family, they're supposed to tell you that you are beautiful. And when your family starts to tell you that, you're not going to believe anything negative coming from anyone else because your family builds up your confidence. And that is a shield that protects who you are.
Amazing. So your family has played a very big role in you becoming the woman that you are.
Definitely.
All right. So how did they do that? Let's say there's a mother out there, a father, a family that has a daughter or a son with albinism and they need to know what role can they play. Can you please share with us how did your family play a role in your life for building you to become the woman that you are today?
As a child, my mom went after a teacher at school. She interrupted my mathematics class wearing tights and techies.
Okay, wait. Before you get there, what happened? Why would your mom do that? Were you being bullied or discriminated against?
Yes, I was being discriminated against by a teacher.
Okay, what did the teacher say?
Oh, she called me names, called me a witch, did all kinds of things. She beat me up for no reason. She would punish me and not allow me to go to the bathroom.
Do you think that had to do with having albinism?
Yes, it did.
Okay, so
Yes,
then
it did.
you went home and you what? Cried to mommy?
Yes, I cried to mommy. I was only 9 years old. You know, I was a child. As a child, you are helpless. And unlike being an adult, you can seek justice, press charges. So as a child, you have your family that's supposed to protect you.
Okay.
So because it continued until it got worse. Till I told my mom had enough. And until she came, she interrupted the mathematics class. One time I was in class and I hear boom! Suddenly the door kicks open.
Okay.
That's my mom. And she's like, who is she? Where's this teacher you told me about? Where's she? And then the teacher's standing there holding her chalk next to the board. And all the other kids are cheering and they're happy.
Okay, so what happened after your mother intervened in the situation?
The teacher cried and she never did what she did again.
All right.
She learned her lesson because she knew the protection that I have from my parents.
Okay, so basically, if a child out there is going through discrimination at school, at home, they need to report to their parents, and the parents have the right to go to a school and address the issue. Is that what you're saying?
Absolutely, because a child has a right to be free and happy at school. You know, it's bad enough if this discrimination is coming from children and teachers. You know, even if the child does not report to parents, but the teachers are also supposed to protect the child because they're also responsible for the child for that amount of time.
Okay.
Now, if you're bullied by teachers and if you're bullied by children, where are you supposed to stand?
Exactly. So how long did this go on for? Did you experience this ongoing into your teenage life until you became a woman, or did it change along the way as you progressed into school?
It didn't really change, you know. As I grew up, people had, I think, a problem with the way that I carried myself. You know, people had a problem, I don't know, with my confidence, with my self-esteem. I think the way that I carried myself bothered people a lot, especially women. Because women, we tend, as much as we know it's not easy to be a woman, but we tend to be intimidated by each other a lot. As soon as I see that you are more beautiful than me, or as soon as I see that you are more confident than me, I tend to want to break it down. So
Okay.
that's the problem. It never changed. It got worse as I grew older. It continued.
But you still decided to stand out and be yourself and love yourself and present yourself in the most
I still
positive way.
continue to be the beautiful woman that I am. I can't help myself. I'm confident.
Okay, wow. Okay. So Annelline Mathaba was crowned Miss Atteridgeville 2010. Miss Atteridgeville is the area that Annelline stays in. So Annelline is basically in South Africa, and the capital city of South Africa is Pretoria. And
That's
she
correct.
was crowned Miss Atteridgeville, a beautiful in her hometown. Tell me about that.
Miss Atteridgeville, when I was crowned Miss Atteridgeville, it was pretty much a taboo. You know, people were not too, they're like, you Miss Atteridgeville. Okay, I think they did you a favor. Are you sure you Miss Atteridgeville? That's what people would say. Because it would be like, a girl with albinism that's a beauty queen. You don't get that. That's the time. They probably did her a favor, and that's not fair. Why can't I be confident enough to earn a beauty crown? You know, why can't I be intelligent enough to own? At first, as a model, I didn't want to be seen as a model with albinism. I wanted people to see beyond the color of my skin.
Right.
Because it was not fair to be judged because of the color of my skin.
Right.
You know, why judge me because of the color of my skin? Because of the crown, the beauty crown that I earned. You know,
Right.
why can't I get the crown? Because I'm beautiful, because I'm intelligent, because I have brains. Why does it have to do with albinism? Even when I got to be an actress, I argued with the director. Why does it have to be about albinism? Why can't you see beyond my skin color? Just see me for the person that I am and the talent that I have. You know? But the questions about albinism kept on creeping up and creeping up. Because it's not about denying who I am. It's part of who I am. But I just didn't want people to judge me because of my albinism. You know, but just starting accepting that albinism is part of who I am, I need to include it as part of who I am as well. I didn't deny who I was. I just didn't want people to judge me for the color of my skin. I didn't want people to say, oh, because you have albinism, that's because you were crowned Miss Atteridgeville. No.
So basically, you won that pageant not because you have albinism, because you qualified as a beautiful model who is, I mean, people, really, we see it. It's right in front of us. She is beautiful and she is a model. So, Annelline, thousands of women out there who want to be models like you. And just like you said now, every time you are in a situation, you're in a certain place, the question will pop up. It will come up. Those little creepy words and stuff will come up. Albinism, albinism. You're here, a successful young woman. What is your voice for that beautiful young girl watching this program right now? I hope you're listening.
Keep on keeping on. Keep on shining on, no matter what. just keep your head up, girl, and keep walking. No matter what, no matter those stumbling blocks. If you fall, dust yourself up and keep going.
Amazing. So, Annelline Mathaba, you've done fashion shows, you've done photo shoots, you've done, basically your modern career has kicked off and it's on the way, right?
Yes.
How do filmmakers and photographers get to find you?
On Instagram, I'm Annelline Mathaba. On Facebook, Annelline Mathaba. As well as Twitter. Please like my page, Annelline Mathaba, and get to see all my wonderful, beautiful, dynamic work. You like what you see? Feature me in your film. You like what you see? I'm your brand ambassador. So, yeah.
I'm your brand. So before we wrap up the show, Annelline Mathaba, you said something very important in the beginning of this interview. She talked about family and how important family plays a role into everybody's life. So right now, Annelline Mathaba, a family is watching. They're hearing you. They have a daughter. They have a son. And they want to know, how do I make my daughter's son have that amount of confidence? Can you tell us at least 5 things your family did for you growing up until today that has given you this freedom, or even 5 things that any parent out there could do for their child so that they could be who they want to be without the obstacles of words and the people out there?
Whew, 5 things. Wow. For me, I think it's less than 5. Because first of all, love.
Love.
Love, love, love. Protection. I think I received more protection than love at home. What can I say? Love, protection, motivate your child. Tell your child that you are beautiful. Every single day, tell your child that you are beautiful. You can encourage your child. What else? Love, protection, motivation. I think that's about it, because that's what I was raised on. I think I don't need more than that. I think it's not more than that. Those 3 dynamic things were the most key things to my life. Especially
Amazing.
protection, especially love, especially motivation. I don't think there's anything more.
Amazing. So you heard it for yourself, everybody. Love, protection, motivation, inspiration, and building that foundation for your daughter. As a mother, as a father, you are the person that plants that seed of glory, that seed of confidence. You are the person that waters that garden so your daughter's son could come out to be the best thing that they could ever be. One last question before we go, Annelline. Your skin is so beautiful. Mwah. What do you do? How do you take care of yourself? How can somebody out there who doesn't know about this product and everything know that I might want to be a model, but I've got very blistered skin depending on the chemicals we use, depending on the sun, and not protecting ourselves? Because everyone that's watching, it's very essential for you to know that persons with albinism are very sensitive to the sun. So if we don't have sunscreen on, unfortunately, we're going to get blisters and get burnt. So as you see, this dynamic, gorgeous woman here doesn't have a spot on her skin. I just thought you would like to know, what is her magic?
Sunscreen, guys. That's the most important thing on a person with albinism.
What sunscreen do you use?
I use Every Sun.
Every Sun.
Every Sun sunscreen, you can get it at Clicks, at your pharmacy, at Discam. Every Sun sunscreen, Epimax Plus, Dismade Bio Scrub. Those are the 3 main things that I use to take care of my skin. And you can use it for your child too.
All right. So Every Sun sunscreen, thank you so much. Clearly we see what it's doing to Annelline's beautiful body. Epimax that she's talked about, and Bio Scrub. That's what Annelline uses for her particular body. So if you want to try those things out for your daughter or son, you are welcome to. But advice from this show, it's very important that you get doctor's recommendation. As have you ever had doctors recommend products for you?
That's correct. I've had a dermatologist recommend Dismade Bio Scrub for me, and as well as Epimax. But when it comes to sunscreen, my mom just bought it and put it on my skin, and it worked.
So you heard it here. First place, dermatologist can help you, or basically you can go out there, find those products and put them on your daughter or son. If you don't have any other solutions, you're welcome to call into the show and we'll do the rest for you. So thank you very much, everybody, for watching and staying tuned with us. Annelline, Mathaba, thank you so much for coming to the show. You've been so awesome and so informative, and I hope out there parents are watching and they're ready to stand up, love, protect, and motivate their daughter or son. So we've come to the end of our show, but we won't just leave you hanging out there. Annelline Mathaba is a model, music video vixen. I can't even do that. She is everything, radio presenter, the list goes on. So on this show, she's going to show us what she does in the limelight. So until next time with Regina Mary, my voice. See you next time. Bye.
Bye.
They discriminate, I'm calling it. You think I'm human, when I don't care. I drop it to the floor, bring it up first, supermodel, I got it all. President, I'm on my way. Cinderella, make my prince. Beauty and brain, I own that shit. It's independent, I got my own. My albinism, my albinism, my albinism, my albinism. It's so hot, it's so hot, baby I'm so hot, baby I'm so hot, I'm so hot, baby I'm so hot, 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 it's so hot, it's so hot, it's so hot. Baby, I'm so hot, baby, I'm so hot, baby, I'm so hot, baby, I'm so hot. How about you disturbing me? Let's do that. I'm sorry.